Yesterday, Apple announced its new operating system 10.7, which was dubbed Mountain Lion, and I wanted to show you a little bit hands-on with it. And I honestly don't think that it's that fantastic of an update. I mean, it feels sort of like a leopard to snow leopard type thing. It's only a few minor features added to what we already have. So when this does premiere sometime during the summer, if you have the extra $30 around, definitely go ahead and purchase it, just for the bragging rights, if anything. But, if you are kind of tight with money or anything, it's not really a big deal. So again, I just wanted to show you a little bit hands-on experience. And right now, I don't know if it's like this for everyone, but my developer copy, it's very, very buggy. The mouse is just, if I want to click somewhere in this reminders window, like if I wanted to close this reminders window, I'd have to click somewhere like over here. It's really, really buggy right now. It's a little bit laggy too. I'm sure this will get fixed, so don't necessarily concern yourself with that. I'm just saying, if it looks, like what I'm doing is kind of weird, it's just because, just early testing phases. But you can see right here that I already have opened the reminders window over here, and they've basically just ported this from the iPhone over to Mountain Lion. And it just contains all the reminders that you would have on your phone. You can go ahead and add new ones, although I can't find the plus button wherever it is. You can see how kind of trippy the mouse is in this version. But yeah, you can create new ones. You can, I should just relaunch this. You can create new ones. You can assign them to certain lists. You can set locations for these. You can set when to remind you, where to remind you. Yeah. So for notes, pretty much the same exact deal. It's the exact same thing as on the iPhone version. Any notes that you have on your iPhone immediately get ported over. You can type new things in, and then it'll automatically go straight over to your iPhone. Also, with this new iCloud experience, any documents that you create in Pages, Keynote, or Numbers, they will instantly go to all of your iDevices. Unlike what it is right now in Lion, if you just say created a Pages document, in order to get that on your devices, you would actually have to go online to iCloud.com/iWork and manually upload your file onto there. Now, whenever you save something on your Mac, it instantly goes to all your devices, which is really a great feature. In your messages right here, and again, I know I don't have much content on all of these apps, and that's just because I'm doing a fresh install here, just for testing purposes. But messages is pretty much the same deal as the iPhone again. You can't text to mobile numbers, but you can send messages to people with iDevices. So if they have an iPod Touch, an iPhone, an iPad, or another Mac, actually, you can just type in their email address or type in their Apple ID and instantly send a message to them. Pretty easy to use with that. And the last new application is Game Center. Unfortunately, in the developer version, and for some reason my mouse works pretty okay on Game Center, but there really isn't any Game Center support on the developer edition, so I can't show you it. But basically, you can play head-to-head against anyone on any device. So if your friend is playing, some multiplayer racing game on his iPhone, you can actually race against him on your Mac, which is a pretty cool idea. But I just really don't want Apple devices to turn into another gaming platform. It's kind of annoying to have to keep up with all these different platforms. But, if you're really into Game Center, I unfortunately don't know anyone that is into Game Center. But, if that's your thing, at least you have it on your Mac now. Also, they have added support for a few new type of accounts. There are a lot of Chinese account services available for Chinese customers, and over here, if we click on this little button, or you can also use 2 fingers on your trackpad and scroll to the left, you see a little notification screen. And I'm sure pretty much everyone who owns a Mac has heard of Growl. And basically what Growl does is, if just say, you know, there's an iCal appointment, or, you know, if just say any third-party app just wants to send you a message, a little notification will pop up in your top right corner of your screen. And this has been around for years now, and just recently actually, when they ported it to the Mac App Store, it became a paid application. It used to be free, and when it became paid, really the popularity kind of diminished, which was unfortunate. And now it's actually built right into Mac, so anytime you get a notification, it'll show up on the side of your screen, and it'll also pop up in this notifications window. So that's really all there is. I mean, the only other thing is in Safari, and you'll see I have to actually click on Store to open that button up there. But there is a new feature over here. This whole real button is a new feature, but you can take a page directly from Safari, and this button is actually in multiple applications. But you can email it straight from Safari. You can send it as a message, and you can also tweet it. So there is some sort of social networking implementation. I'm not really sure why they only did Twitter. You know, to be honest, if you're going to put Twitter into something, I would, you know, just say add at least Facebook. I mean, you know, add, you know, some other popular social networking services, not just, you know, one of them. So again, I don't feel that Mountain Lion is all that important at all. Even if you go on the actual Mac website, you know, and you look up what they have to say about Mountain Lion, there really isn't anything for them to say. I mean, there's not that much content here. There's some, you know, some new security features and stuff like that. But just in general, it's another leopard to snow leopard type thing. Not that many changes, but if you have the money laying around, you may just want to consider purchasing it.